Hi guys, welcome back to the Jake Vlog channel, and today in this video I'm going to be predicting how I think the Premier League table is going to look by, of course, the end of the season. The Premier League is starting in just a couple days time. I am absolutely buzzing. Who's going to get relegated? Are Spurs going to get top 4? Who's going to get Champions League football? Are Liverpool actually going to win the league? I'm sure they will do. All of this I'm going to decide right now in this video, so yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see, I'm on this website where you can predict every single game left remaining in the Premier League, and down here, it will show you the Premier League table. Once, obviously, you can, as I just said, you can do your own results, what you think is going to happen in every game, then you can calculate it. And then, yeah, it will show you what the league table will look like with your predictions. So, yeah, I'm going to start off right here. Norwich v Southampton. Norwich currently sitting rock bottom in the Premier League. I'm going to try and do it as quick as possible because I don't want this video to go on for ages. So, Norwich, Southampton, you know what? I'm gonna go 1-1, and then I'm gonna refresh it after every set of fixtures. Tottenham v Manchester United. I've already done a preview to this. Make sure you go check it out if you haven't already. If it's out by the time this video is, I'm not too sure. But Spurs v Manchester United. I said in the video, I am confident. I think we could come away with the win. And you know what? I'm gonna say Spurs 2, Manchester United 1. We always tend to concede, but I do reckon we could come away with all 3 points. Watford v Leicester. I don't know why, but my head is only saying one prediction, and that is Watford 0, Leicester City 1. Brighton and Hove Albion v Arsenal. I'm gonna say Brighton 1, Arsenal 2. West Ham v Wolves. This is gonna be quite a good game. I think I'm gonna go West Ham 2, Wolves 3. I think there'll be quite a couple goals in that game. 3-2 Wolves. Bournemouth v Crystal Palace. For me, this has a 1-1 draw all over it, to be fair. Newcastle v Sheffield United. Newcastle v Sheffield United. You know what? I'm gonna go 1-0 to Sheffield United there. Aston Villa v Chelsea. This is a very, very big game for Spurs. Of course, fingers crossed Villa try and get some sort of result. But unfortunately, I'm going to say Aston Villa 0, Chelsea 2. Everton v Liverpool. I'm going to go for Everton 0, Liverpool 1. That could be the game that wins them the Premier League. If Man City slip up against Arsenal. Talking about Man City, Manchester City v Burnley. I can only see a Man City when I'm going Man City 3, Burnley. You know what? I'll give them a goal. Burnley 1. So calculate, and now this is what it looks like. So pretty similar, to be fair. Spurs still 1 point above Arsenal. So yeah, not much really has changed, to be fair. Okay, here we go. Next set of fixtures now. Leicester v Brighton. Leicester are at home, but I suppose there's not really such thing as a home advantage now. So I'm gonna go for Leicester 2, Brighton 0. Tottenham v West Ham. We did lose to West Ham actually at home last season, but I reckon we're gonna win this game. I'm saying 3, Tottenham 3, West Ham 1. Manchester United v Sheffield United. This is going to be a very class game. Very excited to watch this. This is going to be a very good game. Man U v Sheffield United. You know what? I'm thinking a 1-0 Sheffield United, to be honest. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Manchester United 0, Sheffield United 1. I think there could be a little upset there. Newcastle v Aston Villa. I can see this being a 0-0 ball draw. Norwich City v Everton. This is also going to be quite a good game. And to be fair, I think this is also going to be a draw. I'm going to go Norwich 1, Everton 1. Wolves v Bournemouth. I'm going to go Wolverhampton Wanderers 3, Bournemouth 1. Liverpool v Crystal Palace. They may have already won the league by this game. If not, then this is the game to win the league, pretty much. And you know what, Liverpool, I say they're going to win. Liverpool 2, Crystal Palace 0. Burnley v Watford. I think this is going to be Burnley 1, Watford 1. Southampton v Arsenal. Arsenal don't always have the best record at St Mary's. You know what? I'm gonna go with Southampton 2, Arsenal 2. I think that could be quite a good game. Well, for Spurs, especially if Arsenal drop points. I'm moving on to a massive game: Chelsea v Manchester City. You know what? I'm gonna go Chelsea 1, Manchester City 2. So let's calculate that. And Spurs have now moved into 7th place. Wolves now in 5th. Manchester United have dropped down to 8th. So as you can see, stuff definitely going on in the Premier League. Aston Villa v Wolves. I'm gonna go with a 2-0, I reckon. 2-0 Wolves. Watford v Southampton. I'm going to say Watford 2, Southampton 0. I think Watford will come away with all 3 points in that game. Crystal Palace v Burnley. You know what? I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for... I'm going to go 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Brighton and Hove Albion v Manchester United. I'm going to go Brighton 1, Manchester United 3. Bournemouth v Newcastle. I'm going to go for... You know what? I'm going to go for a draw, 1-1, 1 goal apiece. Arsenal v Norwich. I'm going to go Arsenal 3, Norwich City 0. I think Arsenal will very easily cruise through that game, unfortunately. Everton v Leicester City. This is going to be a very, very interesting game. And you know what I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be Everton 2, Leicester City 2. West Ham v Chelsea. I'm going to go West Ham. You know what? I think this could be a little upset. I'm going to go West Ham 2, Chelsea 2, Sheffield United v Tottenham. Now, personally, I think we can win this because Sheffield United, no one knows how they're going to play without their fans. So, I'm going to go with Sheffield United. Sheffield United 1, Tottenham... I reckon either 2-1 or 3-1. You know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say 3-1 Spurs. Manchester City v Liverpool. This game could be totally irrelevant, pretty much. And you know what? I think it will be a draw. I'm saying Man City 1, Liverpool 1. So let's calculate that. And whereas Spurs are currently 6th, only 2 points off 5th, and 2 points off 4th, to be honest. And it's getting quite exciting. So yeah, let's move on to the next set of fixtures. Also, I think I missed out 28. Oh no, I missed out Villa v Sheffield and Man City Arsenal. Do apologise. So let's quickly do that now. Aston Villa v Sheffield United. I reckon a 2-1 win for Sheffield United. Manchester City v Arsenal. I'm going to go for Man City 2. Now, you know what? I'm going to go Man City. I'm going to go Man City 3, Arsenal 1. So now let's calculate it. So now Spurs are currently moved down to 7th place due to Sheffield United's win, I do believe. So right, moving on to week 33 of the Premier League. Burnley v Sheffield United. I reckon. You know what? I reckon 2-2. Not quite sure why. Just my gut instinct is telling me 2-2. Chelsea v Watford. I'm gonna go for a Chelsea 3, Watford 0. Leicester City v Crystal Palace. I can see a Leicester City win, to be honest. I'm gonna go Leicester City. I'm gonna go Leicester City 3, Crystal Palace 1. Liverpool beat Aston Villa. I'm gonna go 2-1. I think Liverpool will win because they would have won the Premier League by now. I do reckon they will win, but not convincing. So yeah, I'll say Liverpool 2, Aston Villa 1. Manchester United v Bournemouth. I have to go for a Manchester United win. I'm going to say Man U 3, Bournemouth 1. Newcastle v West Ham. This is going to be a very, very good game down at the bottom half of the table. Newcastle v West Ham. I'm going to, you know what? I don't know what it's going to be, so I'm just going to go in the middle for a draw, 1-1. Norwich v Brighton. You know what? I'm going to go 1-0 Norwich. I think Norwich will get 3 points in that game. Southampton v Manchester City. I'm going to say Southampton 1, Manchester City 3. Tottenham Hotspur v Everton. Once again, another massive game for Spurs. I'm going to go for... you know what? I'm going to go for a 3-1 to Spurs. Wolves v Arsenal. This is going to be an incredible game. I'm gonna go for Wolves 2, Arsenal 2. So once again, let's calculate that. And Spurs have now moved into 5th position, which might be enough for Champions League football next season if Man City do have their Champions League ban. And Arsenal still currently sitting in 9th, and Manchester United in 8th. So let's move on. Bournemouth v Spurs. I reckon this is going to be Bournemouth 1, Tottenham. Bournemouth 1, Tottenham 2. I reckon that will be a close and stressful game, but I reckon hopefully, fingers crossed, they come out with the 3 points. Arsenal v Leicester. I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Arsenal. Villa v Manchester United. You know what? I think there's gonna be a little upset here as well. I'm gonna go for a Villa 2, Manchester United 2. Brighton v Liverpool. I'm gonna go for Brighton 1, Liverpool 3. I reckon. Crystal Palace v Chelsea at Selhurst Park. I reckon Crystal Palace 1 and Chelsea 2. Everton v Southampton at Goodison Park. You know what? I'm gonna say Everton. Well, you know what? I'm going to say 1-1 on this one. Sorry, no, not 11-1. 1-1. Manchester City v Newcastle United. I can only see a Man City win here. Man City 3, Newcastle 0. Sheffield United v Wolverhampton Wanderers. This is going to be an absolute insane game. Both teams going for Champions League football. Honestly, I didn't realise these two were playing each other, if I'm being honest. This is going to be a massive game to predict. Sheffield United v Wolves. You know what? I can't predict. I'm going to go for Sheffield United 2 and Wolves 2, which for Spurs is probably a very good result. So both teams drop points. Watford v Norwich. I'm going to go Watford 2, Norwich City 1. West Ham v Burnley. I reckon West Ham 1, Burnley 1, I reckon. Calculate that. Spurs are still in 5th place. Only 2 points off Chelsea. And Arsenal still in 9th. United still in 8th. So we move on to week 35 now. Move on to Bournemouth v Leicester. I'm going to go for a classic 1-0 Leicester win there. Aston Villa Crystal Palace. I'm going to go for a 1-1, I reckon. Brighton v Manchester City. Brighton have a really, really hard run in as well, so they could possibly go down as well. Brighton v Man City. I'm going to go for Brighton 1, City 3, I reckon. Liverpool at home against Burnley. I'm going to go Liverpool 2, Burnley 0. Manchester United v Manchester United v Southampton. I'm going to go with a 1-0 win for Manchester United. Norwich v West Ham. You know what? I can see a Norwich win here. They're going to be pushing to stay up, so you know what? I'm going to go Norwich 1, West Ham 0. Sheffield United v Chelsea. This is going to be an insane game. And you know what? Actually, I think unfortunately Chelsea will come away with the result and they will beat Sheffield United 2-1. And here we go, the big one. Spurs v Arsenal, North London derby. And you know what? I'm going to say Spurs 2, Arsenal 1. I think we're going to go and beat them, to be honest. Watford v Newcastle. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, I reckon. Wolves v Everton. Once again, a very good game. And for me, this has a draw all over it. I'm going to go Wolves 2, Everton 2. Calculate that. Spurs still 2 points off Chelsea. Liverpool almost about to get 100 points. Relegation. Bournemouth, Norwich and Villa are now bottom of the league, and you can see how close it is at the bottom. There's just like 2 points separating Villa and the likes of West Ham, and yeah, so there's only a couple points in it, so that is very, very close. Moving on to game week 36, Arsenal v Liverpool. I'm going to go for Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2. I think that will be a good game. Of course, Liverpool won't really mean anything. They would have won the league. Job done by then. But I think they will come away with the win though. Burnley v Wolves. I'm going to go for Burnley 0. You know what? I'm going to go for a 0-0 in that game. Not quite sure why. My gut feeling is just saying 0-0. Chelsea v Norwich. I'm going to... You know what? I'm going to go... Chelsea v Norwich. I'm going to go 2-0, I reckon, to Chelsea. Crystal Palace v Manchester United. I'm going to go Palace 0, Manchester United 1. Everton v Aston Villa. Everton... I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for the Blues. Leicester City v Sheffield United. Some brilliant games coming up, and I can't wait. Leicester v Sheffield United. I reckon this is going to be a 1-1 draw. A draw for both teams there. Man City v Bournemouth. I can only see a Man City win. I'm going to go Man City 3, Bournemouth 0. Newcastle v Spurs. I'm going to go for Newcastle 0, and I reckon Spurs will come away with the win. 2-0 winners in that game. Southampton v Brighton and Hove Albion. Another massive game at the bottom half of the table. Southampton v Brighton. I'm going to go I'm going to go Southampton 1, Brighton 2. I think they will get an important win at St Mary's. Another good game, another massive game, West Ham v Watford. West Ham v Watford, I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw, I reckon. So yeah, first, let's calculate this. So most of it is looking the same. Brighton have now moved. I believe Brighton were 17th last time. Now that goes down to West Ham, who are only 2 points, 2 points from the relegation zone. And the rest kind of stays the same. Man U have gone up a little bit in 6th, and Arsenal still in 9th. So yeah, let's move on to the penultimate week in the Premier League. Bournemouth v Southampton. I'm gonna go Bournemouth 1, Southampton. You know, I'm gonna go 1-0 Bournemouth, to be honest. Aston Villa v Arsenal. You know what? I'm gonna go with a 2-2. I think this could be a game where Arsenal slip up on. Brighton v Newcastle. Brighton have a lot of games at home, I've been realising. But Brighton v Newcastle United, I am going to go for Brighton. You know what? I'm going to go for Brighton 0, Newcastle 1. They will get all 3 points. Liverpool v Chelsea. This is good for us because by the looks of it, we are only 2 points off Chelsea. And Liverpool, I do think, will win this one. Liverpool 3, Chelsea 1. Manchester United v West Ham. I'm going to go 3-0 to Manchester United on that one. Norwich City v Burnley. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Sheffield United v Everton. Sheffield United v Everton. I'm going to go for... this is a tough one. I'm gonna go 1-1, I reckon, once again. Spurs v Leicester City. I reckon we're gonna come away with the win on this one. I'm saying, you know what, I don't know why, I think we're gonna keep a clean sheet. So I'm gonna say Tottenham 2, Leicester City 0. Watford v Manchester City. They won 8-0 last year. City beat Watford 8-0 last year. And I reckon they will win again, not 8-0. I'm going to go Watford 1, Manchester City 4. Wolverhampton Wanderers v Crystal Palace. And I'm going to go for a 3-0 Wolves win. Let's calculate that. And Spurs are now in the top 4 in Champions League football as it stands. Of course, this is just my predictions, and so far this has been very, very good fun to do. Now moving on to the final week. This means everything. Will Spurs get top 4? As you can see, Liverpool on 104 points. Who's going to go down? Look at that. You've got Brighton and Bournemouth on... You've got Brighton and Bournemouth both on 32. Watford are safe, but West Ham drop into the relegation zone. This is going to be a massive, massive weekend. Arsenal v Watford. I think Arsenal will end the season on a win. I'm going to go Arsenal 2, Watford 0, I reckon. Bournemouth v Brighton. I'm gonna go for... You know what? I'm gonna go for a 1-1 there. Chelsea v Wolves. This is gonna be an insane game. I'm going Chelsea 2, Wolves 2. Crystal Palace v Tottenham Hotspur. We always seem to win 1-0 at Selhurst Park. And you know what? I reckon the same again. Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1. Everton v Bournemouth. I'm going to go Everton 3, Bournemouth 1. Leicester City v Manchester United. This is going to be a very, very tough game. Leicester City, currently sitting in 3rd place as it stands, due to my predictions. The Man U, who are currently 6th, so Spurs and Chelsea right in between them. Leicester v Man U, and you know what, I reckon this is going to be a 1-1 draw. Manchester City v Norwich. I can only see a Man City when I'm going Man City 3, Norwich City 0. Newcastle, moving on to the last 3 games. Newcastle v Liverpool. Liverpool have had an amazing season, and they're going to end it off in style with a 3-1 win over Newcastle. Southampton v Sheffield United. I'm going to go Southampton 1, Sheffield United 3. And the final game, West Ham v Aston Villa. As you can see, West Ham currently sitting on 31 points. And you know what, I reckon this is going to be a draw. I'm going West Ham 1, Aston Villa 1. So what does that mean for the Premier League table? Spurs will get top 4, as you can see, on the same amount of points as Leicester. And Chelsea miss out by 3 points. And the big moment, do West Ham get relegated? They don't. They miss out. They stay up on goal difference. So yeah, West Ham will be staying up, and the likes of Norwich, Villa, and Bournemouth, unfortunately for them, will be going down to the Championship. So that was really, really good fun to just predict the Premier League. Of course, I'm guaranteeing that this will not happen. All the places won't happen, but Man U, Wolves, and I believe Sheffield United will get Europa League, and Arsenal just missing out. So yeah, you can happily do this yourself. Just search up Premier League Predictor, and this is the first link that comes up. It was good fun. I know this was quite a long video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Smash a like on it. As I said, you can do it yourself. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the remainder of the Premier League. Football is back, and I can't wait. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in my next video.